Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope you're doing well and I hope you had a good long weekend if you had Monday off for Labor Day too. It's always nice to have a long weekend. I feel like it's good to just kind of like reset and take an extra day just to catch up with yourself. But that also means that it is already September. So fall is right around the corner. In fact, I think summer is officially over, right? So we're moving into fall, which is really exciting. That's actually one of my favorite seasons. I also love winter. Fall, winter are probably my favorites. But that's also because I don't get drastic changes in the weather in California. So it's fun to see like the leaves change and it get a little bit cooler and all of that. But because it is September, that also means that it's time for favorites for August. And I would say that August again was kind of a month where I was really just trying to use stuff up and not try a whole bunch of different things. But there were a few new things that I tried that I really enjoyed that I wanted to share with you guys. And then I do have one homeware purchase that I really liked and one YouTube channel that I have been totally addicted for like a while now, a few months. And I think they just passed 1 million subscribers, so I thought that I should share that I am also really enjoying them in case you guys haven't checked them out before. But let's start off with the products. First one is probably going to be no surprise. I just did a review on these, and these are the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. Now, I don't think I can say that all of them were my favorite. I have 3 shades of them, one in Copper Halo, Nitrogen, and Fahrenheit, and I really enjoyed Copper Halo and Fahrenheit. I wasn't as big of a fan of Nitrogen. It was kind of like one of those risky colors that you just don't know. But for me, Copper Halo and Fahrenheit work really well. They don't crease on me. They're just really great, long wearing, easy to apply eyeshadows. I will say I think 10 seconds is maybe a bit of an overstatement. I guess I should say understatement. It takes a little bit longer to work with them, at least in my case. I feel like you really have to blend them in. I have it right now in the shade Copper Halo, and that's what I'm wearing here. And I really like the formula of this one because it's a little bit thicker than the other 2 that I tried, and it's easier to apply and feels a bit more pigmented. It also is more shimmery than the other colors that I tried, so that's just something to be aware of. But I really like it. It's sort of like a rusty orange color, which I enjoyed, and I just feel like it adds like a fun pop of color, and it's, like I said, a pretty easy way to introduce color into your makeup routines. What I would assume is that the more matte shades are like Nitrogen and Fahrenheit and a little bit waterier, and the more shimmery shades, so probably like Copper Halo, maybe Element. There's one other like lighter champagne color that I'm thinking of. I'm blanking on the name, but my guess is that they probably have a more similar formula to Copper Halo. And so if you're wanting something a little bit thicker and more pigmented, then I'd try one of those 3. Moving right along, my second favorite was sort of an experience favorite too in August. I had the opportunity to collaborate with Kira Weiss, a brand that you guys know I absolutely love, and I got to do a makeup look for their Instagram stories, which was really fun. It was just a great experience, and it was super flattering to be featured on their page since I am such a huge admirer of their brand. And I got to try this lipstick in KW Red. And when I say I'm obsessed, it's not an understatement. It's just such a gorgeous product, both in packaging and in actual formula and application. Everything was just so well thought out. Kira Weiss obviously has very luxurious packaging. Everyone knows that. It's like a piece of jewelry, like a piece of art. And it's cool that you can replace everything and just hold on to the packaging instead of continually buying new packaging. It definitely feels like really luxurious brands in the conventional world like Tom Ford and brands like that, and so it's fun to see that in the clean beauty space. I think just aesthetically I was immediately drawn to this. You can see there's like the imprint of KW in the actual lipstick bullet, and then the color itself is that perfect red. And especially, I know that the holidays are a while away and it's like a little bit iffy even mentioning them because I know they're a long time away, but red lipstick is something that's really nice to have in your collection as the holidays approach and as more events happen. It's always good to pull out a red lipstick, and this is just the perfect one. It has a slightly bluer undertone, so it makes your teeth look a little bit whiter, and then I just found that it lasted really well on my lips and it didn't like settle into any creases. I was just really impressed with it, and it's definitely my favorite red that I've found so far. So I'm going to be cherishing this, and it also just has such a wonderful memory tied to it because I got to work with the brand, which was really exciting. It just felt like a really big deal and great to be recognized by a brand that I admire so much. Also, just a quick note, I also got to try the Kjaer Weis foundation in a different shade than I had originally tried it in. So I got to try it in the shade Weightless instead of Ethereal, and I'm definitely Weightless. So if you were also Ethereal, but if you're looking for something slightly paler, that doesn't have as warm of an undertone, definitely check out Weightless. I found that it was the perfect shade for me, so that's just a little disclaimer. So those are actually all of my makeup favorites. Like I said, I didn't have a lot this month because I was mostly focusing on trying to use what I already have, and I've sort of paused a lot of PR just to try and, like I said, use what I have, which I think is really important to do. It can feel a little bit overwhelming, and it's such a blessing to receive a lot of products, but I also want to make sure that I'm using them and they're not just going to waste. So it's always good to take a pause and sort of, you know, just catch up. But one thing that's sort of skincare related is this lip balm. This is from LXMI. And when I first tried this, I wasn't sure I really liked it because it's almost like an oil rather than a balm, but I've grown to really love it. It's in this really cute little pot, and I actually keep this right by my bed. So at nighttime, I just apply a little bit, and I find that it really helps keep my lips hydrated. I know there's some people like don't really believe in lip balms and all of that, but I do think I wake up in the morning and my lips are a lot smoother and they still feel full instead of kind of dehydrated. It's just good to take care of your lips, especially if you're wearing lipsticks, which I have been recently since I've been trying like the Honest Beauty liquid lipsticks. I've been loving that red Kjaer Weis lipstick, all of that. So I've been putting a lot of wear on my lips recently, and so it's nice to treat them to a little something special, and this has been just a great balm to have in my life. So I just sneezed, so my nose might be a little bit red, but let's keep moving. My homeware favorite is something that I posted on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me there, I'm at cosmeticsbycaroline, so feel free to follow me and check out like more regular posts. But I posted that I got a new shower curtain, which I feel like, you know, you're an adult when you get excited over little things like that. But I do think it's fun to change things up in your house every so often, and we had just like a plain white shower curtain. We were at Target one night actually helping my sister, who's doing some like remodeling to her house, pick out a few pieces like throw pillows and stuff, and we saw this animal print shower curtain. So I'll post a picture of it somewhere in this little box so you guys can see the post. But I really love it. It's so fun. It's kind of like a coral pink, and our bathroom is like a light blue, and it actually complements it really well. And then it has these black and white animals on it. So there's like zebras and tigers and really fun animals. And yeah, it just like makes our bathroom feel a little bit more lively. It's definitely like a change, and it's fun. And it was only $12.99, which I thought was amazing. Such a great deal. So I was really happy to find that and feel like we freshened up a space a little bit. We're debating whether we want to make the bathroom sort of jungle themed and add some plants, and we have a print that Jared had done of a lion, so maybe we'll hang that in the bathroom. But yeah, so we're sort of like trying to spruce up the space a little bit, and Target has just been a really great place to find affordable pieces. So just shout out to Target Homeware. You're doing great stuff. And then my last favorite that I wanted to share with you guys is a YouTube channel, which maybe some of you already follow. I found them a few months ago and just like automatically fell in love with the story. I thought it was so inspirational and so wonderful. And it's Sailing the Vagabond. And I by no means am like super into sailing or anything like that, but it's a couple who actually lives on a boat, and they've traveled all around the world in this boat. And it's pretty incredible. I started a few months ago just watching their most recent videos, and then recently I had the impulse to start from their very first video and sort of work my way down because it's like a story. So you start with them when they're first starting their voyage, and they're getting ready to cross the Atlantic, and then it goes all the way through to when they're crossing the Pacific, and all the places that they get to stop. You get to see like so many beautiful cultures, so many beautiful places, and it's just really inspirational to see two people using YouTube as such a positive platform. And I think it's just a really wonderful, positive, uplifting channel, which I feel like there needs to be more of. I think it's so easy for YouTubers to create content where it's just for views or like creating drama just for drama's sake, which is really unfortunate because it's doing everyone a disservice. And although like I can even find myself being sucked into it, I just think it's so much healthier to sort of stay away from that and try and stay in more of a positive space. And for sure their channel is that. They show you so many beautiful places, like I was saying. And it's also a really cool example to me of two people who have used YouTube to create a career for themselves, and their whole expedition is funded by Patreon, which is like a platform where you can donate to creators and sort of help them maintain their channels and do it as more of a full-time job, just because actually uploading videos, you don't make that much, if anything. So it's just really cool to see the community that they've fostered and how much support they have. And then of course their stories are just completely fascinating, and it's a really cool way to see the world. So definitely check out their channel. It's a small family, so a woman named Elena, a man named Riley, and then their baby Lenny. And yeah, it's just really exciting. I highly encourage you to start from the beginning and watch all the way through like I'm doing. I'm like still at the very beginning. I haven't watched too many episodes, but it's been super entertaining to start from the beginning and see how they progress. So definitely would recommend that. Check them out. I will link them down in the description box as well as all the other products. But other than that, I would love to know what your favorites are from this past month, what products you've been loving, what YouTube channels you've been watching. I'm always looking for good recommendations, so let me know down in the comments below. And if you're new here, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you consider subscribing for videos always featuring clean green beauty. And if you're not new, then a massive thank you for tuning into another video. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the continued support, and always feel free to let me know if you guys want to see anything or have any products that you want me to review. Alright guys, I hope you have a great month of September, and I will see you next week. Bye!